Yo, hello everybody, it's Random, and I'll be bringing you a 1v1 replay commentary. So we've got Isengard against thingy, small guys, dwarves, yes. This replay has been sent to me by StrayHeart a few days ago. He requested a review on it, and he's playing against ScareCrow. So both guys pretty decent. I believe we should see some pretty good game. So when it comes to Isen against Dwarfs, it's all about who can put up better pressure. Whilst to be honest, Isen should be having a slightly easier time because of the mobility. Not even slightly, like actually, Isen really, if played correctly, Isen should have some easy time. The only thing that Dwarf can basically threaten Isen with are like some super hardcore pushes that with some forward mineshaft, like here or here, or maybe this is one of those spots that Isen will not discover soon enough, and he'll kind of like the Dwarf will kind of sneak into his fortress and take down some production structures. Because like once you fuck up Isengard's production, it's really hard to come back for them because everything takes so much time and it's pretty expensive. So we've got one hollow warriors into mineshafts and going for creeping stuff. Seems like StrayHeart actually scouted him with Creebanes. I'm not sure how much information did he get, but obviously quite enough. So nice job over there. Scouting this worker. That's one step to success when you wanna play against dwarves. Scouting out those workers around the map so that they can't sneak in some mineshafts. One nice thing that the dwarf did here was that he wasn't really greedy, and he has built those first guardians before this mineshaft so that he can now defend this layer. He can basically, like, Isen cannot contest that, right? He only can take this mineshaft, but he cannot take his money from here. And even upgraded to level 2 to charge. That only pays off if you save the mineshaft. If you don't, it doesn't really. Like, that's 250 for some damage dealt to this unit. I'm not really sure what is he doing with those spikes. You know, like they might fuck those, but you better send them pikes to try to kill kill the Uruk pit together with the Guardians. Because you have two Guardians, one pike, you can actually like just move that way and basically use your Guardians as a meat shield for those spikes. So Isen has 1, 2, 3, soon to be 5 resource structures. That's pretty decent. Whilst Dwarf has oh wow, Dwarf lost his initial resource structure. That actually hurts a lot when you dwarf. That really does hurt. Because now he has to rebuild it, which means that's some more time that his worker can't build forward mineshafts, which can hurt. It also means that he has to spend those 300 over there. He has to. There's no decision between building another unit and making that mineshaft. He also desperately needs battle wagons because, as you see, right now he's being kited by all those swords, and now he has no way of touching these crossbows. But still, he's done a nice job pressuring this base. So it's still like nothing is really decided, even though Out gives very slight hands towards towards the Isengard, just because he has those mobile units. Thing is that he has to defend now. He should be producing these guys again. He can't really, yeah, good. Yes, you can't really afford not to produce stuff when you're in this kind of sticky situation. These guys should also just like shoot, because Urukai in the shield formation, they are a nice meat shield. That's all good, but they don't really deal that much damage to Guardians. Even though actually, if you have these Urukai on level 1 with the shield wall formation, and I think it's aggressive stand. Yeah, it's aggressive stand. They can 1v1 level 1 Guardians, and some of them are actually going to survive, and they will level up to level 2 during that fight. So that's pretty much okay, but still, if you have those crossbowmen, definitely use them, because they should be your main DPS dealers towards these Guardians. So this mineshaft not longer accepted by Isen as it should be. Like now that there's this thing, right? He has just unloaded Glowing and Guardians, and this will mean that he will lose these Guardians and Glowing. Like all of them are dead. There was no reason to unload them. You should just cut your losses, right? And just say fuck it. I mean, I'll attack from another side. You don't have to hold desperately to each one of your mine shafts just because I don't know what is he doing over here. He just left those clump. Oh my god, that was so bad. When you clump in here, when you fight in with solo heroes against units, make sure they do not clump up onto your hero. That's like the worst thing that can happen. I've been using defensive stance, so that goes for him. Dwarf got those this in, or yeah, it's in, and he's got these drunken hobbits. Look at him. He just came out of a pub. Not sure what to do. Yeah, thing is with dwarfs, you can't roll with Isen have these single pickoffs because he'll get so much power points for these guardians, and these guardians did win like 0 power points right now. They didn't even kill like single guy from this unit. You see that? This is the guy that they have damaged the most, and that's not enough. Now he's like creeping this troll, but he has no way how to secure it, and now Isen knows about it, and he will basically take it. Like he can just box this A move, and he will take this creep. This is such a mistake that some dwarves are doing. Like you can't. Okay, look, if he didn't have those hobbits, I'm not sure how is it going to go now, but it's still hobbits for securing a fucking lair. Okay, it's still hobbits for like these few hundred golds, whilst you could have summoned these hobbits to take out so many structures. Like if you summon hobbits here, now we can take 4 resource structures in a moment and maybe even threaten this level 2 Uruk pit, right? And that's the thing. I'm not really sure who took the money. I suppose the dwarf, like I'm almost sure that dwarf did. So we can check. Yeah, I think it was the dwarf. That that place. Okay, making axe throwers, all good. He knows that these crossbowmen are a problem. That's fine. I think in this situation I would have preferred battle wagons first, just because he's at such a problem defending against like these swordsman run-bys. Yeah, and you should really like be careful with your axe throwers. You don't want them to die. So this lord got knocked the fuck back. And now, like right now, it's time to fall back with this coin. Otherwise, he's going to die. Yes, he's gonna die. Sometimes you have like 1 to 2 seconds to fall back with your heroes in between your other units, and that'll basically decide if they die or if they live. Well, actually, picking out this furnace would be huge, but I don't think he can do that. Well, okay, StrayHeart tries to clamp up behind those guardians with those swords, but they they didn't go like this. They went just like this in a straight line, and they got stuck in middle of the unit of the guardians, and they didn't attack for like several seconds, which is some bad miss micro, I would say, but it just happens in this game. It just happens. Like you can't blame few people for that. This game has such a bad pathfinding. I have no idea what is he expecting to do with single axe throwers just walking around. I have no clue, guys. No fucking clue. They wouldn't do shit even if those wargs were in there. They would just run into this kind of army and die. And now the thing is that Dwarf is like playing really bad. He's just giving up units and even objectives like this. Like defending this, that was out of question. That was lost stuff. That was fucked. Defending this, yeah, sure, no problem. He could have done that with all the army that just died a moment ago in this area. Why not, right? There was like how many extrovers? So many, right? Now he has battle wagon and pikes, but he doesn't have axe rovers because he lost them here and somewhere here. So that's like, wow, come on, dude, can't do this. Now it's like StrayHeart is doing a really, really good job in mixing up his army, but he needs to mix up these zergs with like swords and crossbows. I mean swords and pikes. Crossbows are kind of falling off in this stage of the game because he's got battle wagons, he's got axe throwers. Both of those things can just fuck him up. And why would you? I don't understand this guy's pattern of unloading units out of manshafts. He like this guy ScareCrow should probably have some kind of like he should really know like when to unload, like when the mineshaft is savable and when it's not. Yeah, this watcher, by the way, huge waste, I think. That was not enough damage that it has dealt, and there wasn't even like tactic. It doesn't even have to like deal a huge amount of damage, but it has to be like at least tactically, right. It has to be put somewhere where it just fucks your opponent up. This did like nothing, like okay, I lost one pike or whatever that was when there wasn't no fight going on. Yeah, you should always I can see now that he's like boxing all these together, but you don't really want your bandwagon to be boxed together with your army. That's just 'cause stuff like this gonna happen, I suppose. Just just uh just hotkey it to another key, then your army, and like run around. Don't fuck up your army because if he goes through your army like this, let's say, then these guys will run all in all directions just to make him like free entrance. It's just so silly. Okay, right now, what should StrayHeart do? Attack with these guys from this side and wait with those wargs so that he can freely crash these guys without losing those wargs. Oh my fucking god! Come on, boy. Okay, he made it. He made it. No, no, not into pikes, please. Not in. Oh no, not into pikes. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh, holy shit, these extroverts can actually fuck him up so bad. Ah, fuck. Poor Isen, guys. He misjudged. Sometimes he really like when let's say you have army like biggest motherfucker in front of your fortress, and it's walking around there. Like you have to realize that if it's that huge and it's not doing that much damage, like let's say it takes out 1 to 2 resource structures per 30 seconds. That is pretty okay for such a huge army. If you just split those up, it would take out like I don't know. Let's say he could basically take out all of your resource structures within 2 minutes, right? Now he was about to take out one in about 30 seconds of what Eisen has saw his army. That's not enough damage to give this army like attention. You gotta give the enemy armies attention according to how much damage can they deal and how much damage do they deal, not how big they look like. And the thing that StrayHeart just did is he was like, oh my god, huge army, I have to fight it right now. And he didn't have enough, and he wasn't in a good position. He didn't have no berserkers, which is by the way a mistake not to upgrade it and get those back. He really needs those, but it doesn't matter. If he would have waited till that army went like here, and he would have basically approached with his infantry from this side and like kind of surround it, and then he would have like came with those works that he said coming from this side. He could have like flanked it and basically crush all these axe throwers and men of Dale at the same time without losing those works, to pikes, because well, I guess it's your own decision if you're right into pikes, right? But like he didn't really have to. So or it was like that's very possible too, but yeah, still he's on host, so probably not like probably just didn't see them or mismicroed. Having alerts level 1 that can actually hurt you quite a lot because he won't do a lot. Yeah, try to switch him to sword. He doesn't really deal that much damage on both. Okay, look, now Isengard is fairly fucked, to be honest. He has 1 resource structure, yes, just 1. Soon to be 0. I think he has lost already. But why did he lose? So first off, taking that engagement over here that we saw, that was kind of game losing. Secondly, he did not abuse enough his mobility of his units, which is basically swords and pikes. Both are super mobile. Dwarves can't really defend against those. Plus, you have the works. So let me put it like this: if you play an Isengard against dwarves, then firstly you abuse the mobility of your swordsman. That's what he did quite well. Now, we have seen that in the early game. He did some nice job on it. Secondly, when your opponent mixes in axe throwers first, then you works first. If he mixes in battle wagons first, then what you do is you get another Uruk pit, uh, pump out swords and pikes at the same time, and try to mix in Zergs as a prevention for axe throwers, because they deal some nice splash damage to those axe throwers. Plus, if you actually have Rust's mineshaft with them, he cannot unload units because they have the splash. So whenever he unloads while you are cutting down the mineshaft, he'll just lose anything that he has just unloaded, except of heroes. But heroes can be countered pretty well by berserkers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.